And to give you a few more additional information about security, so BGP is an interesting protocol. So we actually rely on BGP protocol quite a lot because this is the one that connects the whole world basically with our connectivity. But it has quite a number of problems. And one major problem is not that secure. So I hope you remember all our conversation about HTTPS, how everything was encrypted and verified. There is very, very limited authentication that happens in BGP. There, between individual neighbors, like between the sessions that is established between ES1, ES2, that kind of connection will be effectively secure. But the information that's being exchanged between these neighbors, like why ES1 is telling that it can reach specific path towards whatever destination. So that information is actually not that secure. There's quite a number of research was done to address these issues, but in practice, what we have today is not that good. And as such, we actually have a number of problems that exist on the internet today. And you probably heard on the news somewhere about the route hijacking, when some specific AS suddenly announces prefix that belongs to a completely different company. And this happened in some places, in some cases, like with Pakistani ISPs, with Turkish ISP, where they accidentally hijacked the whole Google. And from the perspective of the network that was closer to that ISP, like the closer to that AS path, because that AS path was very small, they basically couldn't reach the Google servers. But from the other side of the world, everything was kind of fine. And these things keep happening because of the problem that we don't have the reliability, like security in the BGP protocol. There is some ability to kind of do man in the middle, because you can announce some routes towards you and then somehow divert packets towards the original destination. So this happens. Sometimes people do that. There's another way of dealing with BGP is announcing unused prefixes. So this one is being used by some of the spammers that want to appear on the internet, start sending spam, and then disappear. And what they're basically trying to avoid is being blacklisted in some form, because all our communication is based on IP addresses, and as soon as you have the routable IP address, you can send a packet and you can receive a packet. And for TCP connection, you have to have ability to do both. So they temporarily announce the prefix that don't belong to anybody. They now able to communicate. They communicate and they disappear from the network. So like they never existed. There's no trace to them. There's no way to contact them, because they don't the information that associated with this prefix either don't exist, like some administrative information, or it belongs to someone else. And finally, they sometimes do similar stuff with ES numbers, basically trying to use unused ES numbers to pretend that they're somebody else, or kind of trying to also, for the purpose of spam, to try to advertise some route that for unused IP address for a non-existent ES number. And I suggest you try to explore this hit.cs.ucla.edu, trying to give you the web interface to kind of summary of BGP updates that are seen from different perspectives. So that would be your voluntarily homework. If you find out anything interesting, please email me.